Hey there, welcome to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here. I have something totally fun to share with you today. My channel has been up for 1 week, and you're like, okay, what in the world could happen in a week? Well, come on in, and I'm going to share with you exactly what has happened this week. It's been pretty amazing. Hey there, have you ever wanted to quit something? Have you ever had a project that you started that you thought was going to be one thing, and as you were going, it turned out to be something totally different, and you're like, nope, not doing it. Well, that is what you're looking at right here, watching me do this video right here, right now. I never thought I'd have a YouTube channel. I never thought I would be here speaking to you. And even when I raised my hand and said, yes, I want a YouTube channel, I'm going to do this. It was about 3 weeks into that project. I was like, nope, I'm not doing this. It's not, I can't do this. And there were a couple of reasons I felt like that. One of them was I came into this process thinking that I was going to do one kind of channel. And in the process of working with a group of really supportive women, they were helping me find my voice. They were helping me see I had more to offer, and that this one thing I thought I was going to do really needed to morph into this other thing that I was going to do. Working with these women helped me see that the last decade I've spent hiding. I did not post things about myself very much on social media. I certainly didn't post a lot about my children on social media. I had learned to keep myself protected, and I needed to. I came from a very abusive background. I worked very much offline. I did not do a lot of any kind of video. Over the last year, I have spent doing more of that, but I did it in an environment that I felt safe. So closed Facebook groups. I put a few things up on my public Facebook page, but for the most part, I have lived my life being hidden and being more silent and keeping things to myself, but not being out there to be seen or to be visible. So this whole process was a really big stretch for me. What do you need to take off so that you can be seen? What do you need to take off so people can see the real you? The next thing I learned was something called process. I have a question for you. Have you ever heard the expression, if at first you don't succeed, try, and try again? Well, that became my motto in this process. Have you ever had to learn how to drive a car? Have you ever learned how to read a book? Or have you ever learned how to do something like swimming? Wouldn't you agree that when you start reading, first you have to learn ABCs, then you have to learn sight words. Then we typically, teach our kids to read board books and picture books, and eventually they start to read novels. It is absolutely a process of learning, and where you start at the beginning is not where you end, so long as you keep on learning and keep on practicing.
So the point that I'm trying to make right here is just that I was trying, I was growing. In fact, I did over 200 lives into a group on another platform, and it took me about a year and a half. And in that time, I saw very little growth and very little return for all the effort that I made at that time.
And I found that when I made the switch and I came over to YouTube, in 1 week, I now have more unique followers. In other words, people I don't actually know that I can speak to right here. So in 1 week, the growth that I have had right here has been exponential compared to the slow as molasses feeling it felt like in the other group where I just couldn't get where I needed to go. I really needed to make a change. I need an apple seed for my next example. Thank goodness there's actually apple seeds in here after all that. So when you work with a platform like this, think of it as planting an apple seed. So this is that is a real live apple seed. And when you take that seed and you plant it in the ground, you grow an apple tree, and from one seed and one tree comes a whole harvest of apples, apples upon apples, and not only just apples one season, but apples in the next season and the next season. And that one seed that you've planted, you never know how far it will go and the reach that it will have. So, one of the things I found that happened in this last week was because people could find my story and hear my story, I now have invitations to be interviewed and be on other people's podcasts that I never would have had if I hadn't made that change, made the leap, and come on over here. And one last thought I wanted to share with you was just that when you step up to do something new and you let your community know what you're doing, you have that brave moment to actually put it out there, speak that thing, take action, and let people know that that's what you're up to. It really amazed me that they went out and shared it with other people that they knew. And all of a sudden, this thing grew a lot, like exponentially faster than I thought it was going to. So I thought it would take me a little while to reach 100 subscribers. That was my first goal for my YouTube channel, was 100 subscribers. And in my first week, I'm halfway past that goal already, which is really exciting. I thought it was going to take a lot longer than that. And here we are, almost there. And I'm sure by the time I put up my next video next week on Thursday, I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to hit it, which is really exciting. My first YouTube goal has been reached. Well, second. First was that I got to talk to you today. Second would be that there would be 100 people who are actually engaged here with me. And that's super exciting. So thank you so much. And thank you to all of the community that are watching, that helped get me to this place, that watched me cry, that watched me struggle, because it really was an unmasking for me. It really was stepping out from behind the scenes and coming forward. And it's been quite an emotional ride, as well as really cool to see how much support has shown up. So it really means the world to me that you're here. You give all of my messages and my videos purpose. So thank you for that. But maybe you don't have a very supportive community. Maybe there aren't a whole lot of people you can rally around you and push you past, those sticky points. So go ahead and drop your question or comment below. I would love to connect with you there. I'm here for you, and I can't wait to see you next week. Thank you so much for watching today. It's been so much fun to hang out with you. I can't wait to see you in my next video.